Today I'm going to be talking about this rug here that we have in our showroom. It's called a Shawal, which is a new name. It's a modern name. It's not a place, it's not a tribe. It's a name given to this particular production of rugs, this particular design of rugs. Now this rug was made in Andkoi in northwest of Afghanistan, but it was very much made for the commercial market, for the European market and Western market as a product to sell. But it's still made in the traditional way, using hand-spun wool, vegetable dyes, hand knotting, small upright looms, where the people would have made every aspect of this rug by hand. So, once the rugs have been made, they are then taken to Lahore in Pakistan, where they're finished. So that means that they're washed, they're trimmed, the sides are bound neatly, and in particular with this production of rugs, the fringes are bound with this beautiful, all the colours that are in the actual part of the rug bound around, which is just a beautiful feature of this particular production of rugs. The designs are inspired by the old tribal rugs from Central Iran, Central Persia and Central Asia. So if we look at the design briefly, you can see there's a lot of repeated geometric shapes over this design. See these little shapes here and these shapes here, simple geometric shapes that are repeated over the whole thing to create the pattern. That's typical of tribal rug design. So if I just hold up this book, you can see here in these old Luri rugs, there are small geometric shapes that are repeated in the design, much the same as this, as inspired by the things that the tribes have living around them. But also in this design, you have, as you can see in this old Afghan rug, who are a nomadic tribe from southern Iran, little animals. Now this rug here probably dates back to about 1900. And in here, you'll see the little animals. Now this idea goes back to the fact that the nomadic tribes, their wealth was in the livestock that they had and looked after. So they would put in the animals of their wealth into the carpets that they designed. So this idea has been lifted into this modern rug and put into these carpets. And also, if you look here, these little symbols here could be tree of life designs, which takes the concept of rug designing back to nature, with the tree of life firmly rooted into nature, and which is where the nomadic people would have originally lived. So whoever designed this carpet was greatly inspired by the old tribal rugs from Central Asia. Now, the wool is then spun by hand. Now this is very important, and it gives the carpet a very unique look. Hand spun wool doesn't have a uniform thickness. So the thinner bits of the wool pick up the colour at a deeper rate, and the thicker bits of the wool pick up the colour at a slightly lighter rate. Hence, you get this lovely variation in tone running through the rug called abrash. And this is a key feature of hand-spun wool, which gives a lot of life and character to these rugs. This is a one-off piece. There are no other rugs like this. They are all individually made, and so therefore you're buying a unique work of art. So how the rugs are made, they are all hand-spun, handmade, as I said. Every aspect of the rug is handmade still. So the warp threads, of which the fringes, these bits, are the ends of, are strapped tightly onto a loom, and then every tuft of wool is tied on by hand onto the warp threads. The weaver will be following a pattern, a design that someone would have created, but every little tuft is tied on by hand to create this beautiful, beautiful rug that I think is very well balanced, fantastic combination of colours, and that would look handsome in many a home and for generations to come. It's tough, strong, hard wearing, and if buying this rug, you'd be buying a rug that will be in your family for many years and probably many generations. Thank you.